Alright, so in the last video I showed you how to create new sections and settings in the customizer. Now I'm going to show you how to actually implement the values that were entered. Alright, so I'm in the frontpage.php file right now. And if we go to the front end, you can see that nothing's changed, okay, because we haven't implemented these changes or these values. So let's go into our Jumbotron markup here, and this is where we're going to add some code. So the H1, which is just Jumbotron heading, and you can see it here. Alright, there's no background image yet, so that's why we can't see the white text on white. But let's go ahead and add PHP, and then we're going to say echo get theme mod. Okay, that's the function that we need to use, and then we're going to pass in here banner underscore heading. Alright, so if we save that and we go and reload, you'll see that it's gone. There's nothing there. This value isn't showing up. Now the reason for that is, even though we put a default, let's take a look at Customizer, and we did put a default value of banner heading. All this default is for the back end. So this here, that's where this text is coming from. It doesn't provide a default for the front end. To provide a default for the front end, we just have to add a second parameter. So we could just go in here and say banner heading, save it and reload, and now we get banner heading. Okay, now even though we have a default here, if we change it in the customizer, that's what's going to show up. So if I change this now to, let's say, showcase heading, and we go ahead and you can see that it actually updated here as well. If I save it and we go and reload, now we get showcase heading. Okay, so that's how that works. Now we're going to want to do the same thing for these other values, so let's copy that, and we'll put this right in here. We'll paste that, and this is going to be banner text. Alright, and then if it's going to take the default from here. So what we can do is copy what we put as a default here, which is this sentence or a couple of sentences. Okay, we'll paste that right in here. Okay, so now it's coming from here because it's a default. Now, even though we saved this before, this didn't take effect because it wasn't changed. Alright, so if we want to just make sure that this changes, let's just say test, save, go back, and you see we get test. Okay, we'll just change that back. So the heading and the text are all set. Now for the button, let's copy that, and then for the button text, we're just going to paste that right in here, and we'll change this to banner btn text, and then right here we'll change this to sign up today. Okay, so now we get the button text. Now for the link, change this to button URL, and we'll make that http test.com. Okay, so that's all set. Now what we need to do is the background. Okay, so right now the value is coming from our CSS. So let's go to Style CSS, go to Jumbotron, and this is where it's coming from. So what we're going to do is just cut that out completely, and then we're going to go back into front page. Actually, you know what? We don't want to go in front page. We want to go in the header because we need to add a CSS style. So let's go right under the WP head. We'll say style, and let's do dot jumbotron background, and then we're going to paste that. We're going to paste, no, I'm going to paste that right like that, and then we're going to just get rid of this because this is now going to come from the theme mod. So let's copy one of these. Okay, and then we're going to just paste that in there. Change this to banner image, and then the default. Okay, so for the default, we'll say get blog info, template underscore URL, and then we want to go to /image/banner.jpg. Alright, so let's save it. Let's go back and reload, and there we go. Now, just to test out the customizer, let's change this. And I'm going to say change image, and I have a test image on my desktop. We're going to choose that. Okay, it updates here. Let's save it, go to the front end, reload, and there it is. Alright, now if we want to go back to the original, we can say remove, and then just click default, save, and then it comes back. Alright, so you can see this customizer is really helpful in customizing your themes. Now, we could have done just a widget here like we have in the past, but I think that this is kind of a better option. Alright, so let's move on to the boxes. Okay, we're going to go back to front page, and this is all set now, the Jumbotron. And what I'm going to do is just copy one of these. Okay, now this one here is going to be box 1 heading. I think that's it. Is that what we called it? Yeah, box 1 heading. Change that to box 1 heading. Okay, then this one here will be box 1 text. And I'm just going to copy this text here. Okay, now for the icon, see where we have bar chart? We're going to keep this FA dash, and we're just going to replace this. Oops. Okay, we're just going to replace that. And this will be box 1 underscore icon. And then the default for that will be bar chart. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just copy this block div, and then we'll replace these two. Okay, and then we'll just change a couple things. So this one is box 2, so we'll change that. These. And let's see, for the default for the icon, I'm going to change it to code. Okay, this one down here, this is box 3. And we're going to change the default icon to desktop. So let's go ahead and reload. And now these values are coming from the customizer. So take a look at this last icon, the desktop. We're going to go in here, boxes, let's say box 3 icon. I'm going to change it to laptop. And you can see here it's changed to a laptop. If I save it, go back, reload, turns into a laptop. Okay, so really simple. So that's going to be it. That's how we can implement our customizer values. In the next video, we're going to take care of these widgets, okay? These two widgets as well as the 3 in the footer. So I'll see you in the next